Hi, I'm Gwen Foster. Today I want to talk about something that is very popular right now. It's the book Medical Medium, and I've heard about him for a long time. I did not read the book until recently, and I think it's very interesting because a lot of things that he says are things that I learned from Hannah Kroger's teaching, which is always look for the underlying cause. And one of his big things in the book, which I want to point out, is that a lot of chronic illnesses is related to Epstein Barr virus, and it's behind a lot of other issues like rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, and he has it all listed in the book. I won't go into that too much detail. I just want to let you know that he's not the first person that has said this, that Hannah Kroger said as late as probably the 1960s that Epstein Barr was an issue, and especially in the 70s she came up with remedies, and it's in her book Help One Another. But I did want to let you know that besides the foods and things listed, that Hannah created this kit called BE Kit, which is for Epstein Barr backwards, and it is a combination of herbs and homeopathy that is meant to help with Epstein Barr, and I've actually had people have very good success with this kit. Hannah said that there's a lot of viruses and retroviruses. Retroviruses are viruses that we get in the body like a long time ago, like herpes, hepatitis, any virus can go dormant into the body to become activated at times of stress. And that's not just true of viruses, though. It's also true of parasites and other pathogens. I've actually had people that have had what I think are long-term infestations of different pathogens, and it was at a time of stress, like the death of someone in the family, a divorce, or something like that, that the person became quite ill. So I know that there's an emotional component to triggering the symptoms to start. I also believe that emotions is a big key to everything, but regardless, the Epstein Barr, the BE Kit, is something that you should consider if you believe that you have Epstein Barr. Maybe it's because you read Medical Medium, or maybe it's because you've had some kind of test done that confirmed it. But anyone can do a BE Kit, and I've have a few people on the BE Kit right now that have said they're having remarkable results. Like they really feel like there's change and movement and symptoms shifting. So it is something I've used for a very long time. The other kit that goes along with the BE Kit is the X40 kit, and the X40 kit is a kit that's also for any retrovirus that you've had exposure to, like mono, Epstein Barr, cytomegalovirus, any virus that you might have had exposure to as a teenager, or from travel or anything. So these two kits go well together. I do recommend them in the case of HIV, Epstein Barr, mono, any kind of viral load that might be putting stress on your liver. And like I said, I have had very good results. I usually recommend that someone do 2 of each kit, so 2 BE kits, 2 X40 kits, to help manage those conditions. And the nice thing about the X40 kit is you don't have to know which virus you're dealing with, because honestly, and I agree with him 100% in this book, to get a doctor who will run the right test and get the right diagnosis is 99% unlikely. So it's best, I mean, it's not going to hurt you to do a cleanse. It's not going to hurt you to do a kit to see if it helps your symptoms. There's a lot of conditions, just like with Lyme disease, that there's co-infections, there's other things going on in the body. One thing I've noticed is that almost never are you dealing with just one thing. Like I've seen with Epstein Barr that you're also usually having some other viral load, nerve virus, retrovirus, even more obscure viruses like Norwalk, or things that I just think the chances of you getting a diagnosis at the doctor is slim. I mean, it's really, they don't really have a great solution for viral load anyway. And the best way you can support that is by doing like these homeopathic kits by Hannah Kroger, boosting your immune system, reducing stress, eating right, eating healthy. All of those will help you get back to normal. But the first thing is usually knowing what you have going on, but like Medical Medium says, you may never know exactly what's going on. So it's best to try to target what we think is going on, and sometimes a private consultation will help with that. But if you've been suffering with chronic illness, especially if you think it's a viral issue like Epstein Barr, I would highly recommend Hannah Kroger's Epstein Barr kit. and X40 kit. These two together are miracles. When I used to have all my issues, the BE kit and the X40 kit are the first two things that I did. I did them together. I did 3 of each, and it was what got me on my path to wellness. So I can't say enough. And if you love medical medium, just know that there are some solutions that he does not mention in his book that would be helpful to support you in these underlying causes. Okay, thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. Thanks.